The Spongebob Anime. I had heard about this. I saw what was going on Twitter, and I really hadn't heard about it fully, and I saw Saber made a video. I was like, okay, I'm sort of interested. And I actually really like the idea of sort of taking SpongeBob and making a whole different kind of anime with it. It's sort of like deconstructing SpongeBob, but doing it in a sort of Dragon Ball type way, which was interesting. They don't make it into a funny anime SpongeBob, something like that, which could be interesting. What this guy did is he made it into like a very serious kind of SpongeBob thing, and taking it with all the anime tropes and changing it and making it kind of like very serious, but if you know SpongeBob, it's extra funny. It very much reminds me of sort of the deboot idea of the Power Rangers, Joseph Kahn Power Rangers thing. But it seems like I wouldn't say it's like that, because they had like no awareness of what Power Rangers was at all, and making it a dark reboot is like sort of a strange comment on it. Kind of obviously know SpongeBob and know the characters and do things like that. I did quite enjoy it. I know this guy also did a part for Shrek Retold and stuff like that. I think he's a really good animator. I thought he really did a good job of recontextualizing SpongeBob and making it in a different way. And SpongeBob's one of those characters who is so omnipresent. It's such an interesting idea. I know they're doing an American dub. I sort of wish Tom Kenny and all them, and like this was just an episode of SpongeBob, and they like Nickelodeon would be cool with it. I don't like what YouTube did, like giving them 2 strikes for it, saying it was not for kids. I thought it was like fine under the context of what it was. I just thought that was inappropriate. So it's cool that YouTube changed its decision on that one, because I think it's actually a really, really well animated, really cool, really shows you what different cultures interpret things as, shows you what different kind of styles of storytelling are versus one and versus the other. And the SpongeBob anime kind of brings all that up. Like, it brings up like when you're telling a story through this lens versus that lens, what that does to it, and kind of taking these tropes and doing it with anime, and like you all know the statement with that. I sort of like the sub more than the dub, because the sub is like mainly how I experience anime, but I guess that's your own personal choice. I thought they did an amazing job with it. I'm curious to see this guy do stuff that isn't just recontextualizing things in these anime forms, but at the same time, and I don't know their work that well, I still really, really loved the show. I thought it was really funny. It's fun seeing like Patrick and everybody just like made into these weird anime characters, and SpongeBob not really acting like SpongeBob, like acting like this altruistic like anime character, but that's sort of who SpongeBob is. And so it like works perfectly. It like showed a real love for it and a love for anime, and like mixing the two and understanding those worlds perfectly. And it's kind of like weird criticism of how all these things like sort of, you know, their similarities and their differences, and mixing them all together in this kind of beautiful, kind of weird postmodern pop culture way, which I think like is very much like this age of the internet, and kind of in a post Shrek Retold way. It absolutely was perfect.